Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey, good morning, team. Welcome to Morning Motivation with Big Papa and freaking fabulous Friday, baby. It's here. Ooh. The Triple F, freaking fabulous Friday. Woo. So this morning we're going to talk about be mindful. And I'll tell you how this came up. So I've told you guys before, I always have these different projects going on. I do business consulting. It's always something I'm always dabbling in something. So, good morning, Philip. So, I use this website called Fiverr, and it's for outsourcing. So it's FIVERR.com. You should go check it out. I first started using it because you could do silly stuff with it. Like you can get people to do little funny videos. You can get people to do little animations for you. Just silly stuff. But over the years, and I've been using the site for probably 10 years, I use it more and more for some of my professional outsourcing stuff, like graphic design stuff and different brochures and flyers, that kind of stuff. So Fiverr, FIVERR.com. So yesterday we're putting the final touches on this one project I'm working on, and so I had this guy. I hired a guy from Bangladesh to put a one-page flyer together for me. I sent him all the copies, so he didn't have to type anything. All he had to do was just copy and paste. And so the gig's $5. But you know, in Bangladesh, $5 is like $50. And so he did it. He turned it around really fast. It was like, an hour and a half, 2 hours. He had it done, which was great. I was content for it to take till today. And so he asked me if there were any changes, made a few little adjustments. And you can do all this with an app. Right, so that moon is amazing. Go check out that moon. So I like to work from my laptop. When I'm forced to, I'll work from my app on my phone. And so this morning when I woke up, so we got it done, and I gave him a $5 tip. So you can tip. So $10 for probably 20 minutes of work. And that's like equivalent to probably $100. Could even be more. I've never been to India, so I don't know, but I just know that I think it's rupees they use. That it's really, the cost of living is really low there, and so 20 minutes, $10. That's a nice gig. It's a win for me. It's a win for him. So this morning I was thinking, or even yesterday, I was thinking I'd like a little adjustment to it. I mean, a minor adjustment. I just wanted a website URL added. And so I woke up this morning, and I usually don't do any work in the mornings. I like to just focus on writing my goals. But I've been wanting to get this project done, and so I sent him a little message, say, hey, can you make this little revision for me? And he sends me a message back. And his message back was, I asked you yesterday if you had any other revisions, and before I sent it, I checked his gig again. That's what they're called, gigs, just to see if there were unlimited revisions, which there are. He said his reply back was, I asked you yesterday if there were any more changes before I closed out the deal. And I'm like, okay. So first of all, why are you even saying that to me? Good morning, Layla. Why are you even saying that to me? Second of all, the amount of time it took you to just respond and send that to me, you could have just made the changes. Third of all, your gig says unlimited revisions, so I'm not sure what the problem is. Fourth of all, good customer service leads to repeat business, which I would think is really good. So I was a little bit on a tear. I'm like, don't be an asshole. It's not necessary when I'm paying you. And then fifth of all, I gave you a tip that equaled your gig. So what's the problem? And so then he replies back. So then I'm trying to get into my goals. He replies back, well, sir, unlimited revisions does not mean lifetime revisions. And I'm like, oh my God. And so at that point, I put my ocean scene back on and start writing my goals. And I start laughing because it's so funny. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to allow you to get all up in my morning vibe. I'm just trying to get something done quickly, and I don't even care. It's not worth it. It's not worth my morning vibe, my energy, the formation of my day, for me to allow any level of negative vibration in my being. And it's certainly not worth it over, a $10 gig. I can turn around and hire someone else to do it for $5, whatever. I don't care. And so I just was done. At that point, I was not going to engage again. And so I was just laughing at how quickly we can get bought into something. And on his end, this is probably even the better lesson or message, is that this is a dude trying to make a living. He's trying to make a living doing $5 gigs. $5 gigs, which I know is worth a lot more to him, which makes it even more imperative for customer service. But I've been saying for years, customer service is dead. Customer service is no longer enough. You've got to reach for customer dazzlement, so I have these levels. There's customer delight, customer service, customer delight, and then there's customer dazzlement. And then my friend David Dorovi, who used to run the Post+Institute, says that there's a level even above that, which is kind of the fanatical level, and that's like the top fan level, I'm assuming, on like Facebook. But to allow your stress, and then he did say he made the changes. So my phone was at this point buzzing, so it's interrupting my goal flow. And so I go ahead and answer, and he had already made the change. He said, I'm waiting for you to approve. I need to get some sleep. Like, see, there, a lack of sleep, because you are probably working 20 hours. You are probably doing 1,000 gigs a day, and now your window of tolerance is exhausted, and you're going to risk losing. Because I'm a creature of habit. I want to use the same people over and over. And hey, Michelle, good morning. I want to use the same people over and over and over again. And so, and I'll use them again. But I just thought it was an interesting exchange. But his exhaustion led to his low window of tolerance, which I'm sure led to that reactivity over nothing, because it was a 2-minute fix for him. It was a 2-minute fix. And so just be mindful. Just be mindful. Be mindful of the people that you serve. Be mindful of your role and impact in their life. And I have to be mindful too. Sometimes when I'm coaching with my parents, if I'm like in the middle of 5 different things and I'm stressed, I might start flashing off, shooting off a text message that is less thoughtful than I would ultimately want it to be, or may come across with a tone different than I want it. So I have to just slow down and now I wonder if I come over here. So now I'm at the gym. I'm at Planet Fitness. You can almost see it in the background. There it is. Planet Fitness representing. I wonder if I come over here, it'll keep me from flipping over to their Wi-Fi until I'm done. Because I told you guys yesterday, I got to try to talk faster. It's probably not going to work. So be mindful of the people you serve. Be mindful of who you allow into your vortex, of whose energy. That didn't work, so I might as well pull up here closer. So just so you guys know, I have my attachment challenges. I don't like to ever have like a phone call. See, that's the moon up there. Isn't that cool? It is so big and full. Take a minute and go out and look at the moon. I don't like for phone calls to drop and just end it there. I don't like for my live cast to just end, like, because the internet service is so bad. So you probably never find a chance when I'm talking to you and all of a sudden I just go away, because it's like it triggers all my abandonment stuff, and I miss you, and then I get scared. And so Big Papa loves you. Thanks for tuning in to Morning Motivation. Listen to it. It's coming up, and have an awesome weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday. I'm gonna go get in this work. Go put in this work.